Mr. Speaker, just to thank the Minister for the explanation, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, you know, any time it deals with the police, I will speak. Can't help myself, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the cause of this amendment came after the recent negotiations with the police, the collective agreement that we signed with the police, Mr. Speaker, where the police, they received unheard of benefits in that collective agreement, Mr. Speaker. And part of these benefits, and the police deserve it, Mr. They deserve it. And once the government can afford, we will give them more benefits. Once you can afford, once there is reasonableness and understanding, we will give them more. Because, Mr. Speaker, we always want to ensure that the law is obeyed. And we do not go outside the law, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, the police asked to get a relief on the payment of driver's licenses. Driver's licenses are $300 for 3 years, $100 a year, Mr. Speaker. And we agreed the bargaining unit of the police and the government's negotiating team agreed that we would waive payment of driver's licenses by police officers, by approved police officers. So we waived this. Now, we said we would waive it, and when we signed the agreement in June 2025, we signed on the agreement. We signed, Mr. Speaker, but not realizing that we had to come to Parliament to change the law. So we thought we could have just waived it as a gentleman's agreement in the collective bargaining process. But as usual, Mr. Speaker, the agents of doom and gloom, they had their hands up. They bluff y'all, they bluff y'all, they bluff y'all. The agents of doom and gloom, right away, they bluff y'all, they ain't true, they bluff y'all. As usual, Mr. Speaker, but this government does not bluff. And today in the Parliament, with the help of the Minister of Transport, we have waived. So when the Senate passes that bill, once the police drivers follow the procedure, they will not be paying any licensing again, Mr. Speaker. Promise made, promise kept. Next one, Mr. Speaker, and I know they'll come just back. They bluff you all, they bluff you all. Payment of firearm licenses, Mr. Speaker. We agreed in the collective bargaining process that firearm licenses, payment of firearm licenses, and that's cabinet conclusion, payment of firearm licenses fees for 3 years. I'm quoting from a cabinet conclusion, because you know there are agents out there of doom and gloom. We say, they true, they lie. Cabinet conclusion number 1070 of 2025. Payment of firearm license fees for a period of 3 years would render the firearm license valid for a period of 6 years. Let us go through that, Mr. Speaker. When you pay your firearm license, you pay it for 3 years. But when the police pay theirs, they pay it for 6 years. So they're actually paying half of the firearm license, an incentive for the police, again part of the bargaining process. But, Mr. Speaker, the Attorney General will have to check whether we can make that amendment by a simple cabinet conclusion or simple SI, or whether we have to come to Parliament to amend the licensing of firearms bill. The Attorney General is checking, but I want to assure the police that there's a cabinet conclusion that makes that process what we promise for us to deliver. So we deliver on the licensing, and we're going to deliver on the firearms license. And I hope we have fulfilled. I hope we fulfill all the promises of the collective bargaining process and the agreement that was signed by the police. So we've put that to rest, Mr. Speaker. The government has delivered on the promises, Mr. Speaker. The government has delivered. So, Mr. Speaker, I support and I commend the minister, and also the other amendments for people who have left the country for several years. When they come to St. Lucia after 10 years or 5 years, and they have to pay the license from the time they were not here to the time that they arrived. And that amendment, again, Mr. Speaker, is is essential, Mr. Speaker, and I support it fully. So the police should be very happy that the government has met its obligation, Mr. Speaker, and for the prophets of doom and gloom, they bluff y'all, they bluff y'all. They will have seen that this Prime Minister does not bluff. Finally, Mr. Speaker, in the business of condolences, I want to put on record that the father for the member of Labrie passed away, Mr. Speaker, and we want to express the collective condolences of the Parliament on the death of the father of the Minister of External Affairs and member for Labrie. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.